Let me share something with you that others might not. It's not about being conventionally attractive, wealthy, or even exceptionally intelligent. If you want any woman to genuinely fall for you, you must first achieve self-mastery. And frankly, most men are failing at this. Forget everything you've been taught about dating. It's not about expensive gifts or looking like a magazine model. What truly captivates women is your emotional resilience, your capacity to remain calm, centered, and unshakable. And believe me, if you don't grasp this, no amount of pickup lines or confidence tips will truly help. In fact, they'll likely hinder your chances. If you've ever felt ignored, rejected, or overlooked by women, it's because they perceive a crucial missing element. You don't control yourself. That's precisely why they walk away. But here's the encouraging news. By mastering a few straightforward Stoic principles, you'll make her desire you without even trying. This isn't just another dating advice video. This is the secret strategy to unlock her heart. And it all begins with you. Not her desires, but you. Are you ready to finally triumph in this game by mastering your mind, your emotions, and your presence in the world? Let's dive in. The reality of attraction. Here's the stark reality. Most men have been misled about what truly attracts women. Society often tells you to pursue women, lavish them with gifts, compliments, or, even worse, pretend to be someone you're not. Then you wonder why she's disinterested, why she ghosts you, or why things simply don't work out. Let me be brutally honest. You're approaching it all wrong. You've been told that dating is some kind of game where you need to win her attention. But here's the truth. The more you try to win her, the more you lose yourself. And she can sense it. Women can perceive when you're putting on an act, and the more you strive to impress her, the more she distances herself. It's time to stop chasing and start attracting. And the only genuine way to attract her is by mastering yourself. Let me pose a question. When was the last time you felt completely in control of your emotions, your mind, your actions? If you're like most men, you're likely reacting to everything around you, her moods, her words, her tests. But what if I told you that mastering your inner world, becoming emotionally unshakable, is the secret not just to gaining her attention, but to keeping it? This isn't a gimmick. It's a philosophy that has existed for thousands of years. Stoicism. Now, you might be wondering what an ancient philosophy has to do with dating, right? Everything. Stoicism isn't about suppressing your emotions or transforming into a robot. It's about mastering your emotions. When you cease reacting to every little thing, when you can remain calm and centered no matter what's happening, that's when she starts to truly notice you. Not the flashy guy who constantly tries to make her laugh, but the man who is grounded, who knows who he is, and doesn't require her validation. Imagine walking into any situation, be it a first date or a serious relationship, with the kind of calm confidence that makes her feel secure. Picture this. While other guys are nervously fumbling their words, trying to impress her with jokes or showing off, you are simply there, relaxed, not seeking her approval, but just being present. That's power. That's what makes you unforgettable. In her mind, here's a significant truth that no one wants to discuss. Women don't want to be chased. They want to be drawn in. The moment you stop pursuing her, stop trying to prove your worth, is the moment she starts to feel something different. She's intrigued. She's curious. And most importantly, she starts to desire you. Why? Because you're demonstrating what 99% of other men cannot. Self-control. Stoicism is the secret weapon you never realized you needed. It's not about manipulation or tactics. It's about becoming the kind of man who naturally attracts, not through what you say or do, but because of who you are. When you master this, everything transforms. You'll stop overthinking your next move, stop trying to impress, and start being the man she chases. And guess what? It's not difficult. Once you comprehend these Stoic principles and how to apply them to your life, not only will your dating life change, but everything else will too. Relationships, career, your entire perspective on the world, it all improves. So, if you're ready to learn how to become the kind of man who commands attention without ever needing to ask for it, let's begin. Words that connect deeply now that you grasp the power of Stoicism. Let's discuss one of the most misunderstood aspects of attraction: words. Most men believe they need to devise clever lines or witty comebacks to capture a woman's attention. But I'm telling you right now, that's entirely incorrect. It's not about being clever or humorous. It's about saying the right things at the right time in a way that creates a deeper connection. Let me break it down for you. Women receive compliments constantly. "You're beautiful," or "You're so hot." These phrases barely register for her anymore because she's heard them a million times. She's immune. But do you know what she rarely hears? Real compliments. Compliments about who she is, not merely how she looks. Step 1. Start using her name in conversation. This may sound simple, but trust me, it's one of the most powerful things you can do. When you use her name during a conversation, it triggers something profound in her mind. It makes her feel recognized, unique, and important. But don't overdo it. You don't want to insert her name into every sentence. That feels forced. Use it strategically. Drop it in at key moments, like when you're giving her a genuine compliment. It will make her feel like she's the only person in the room. Step 2. Compliment her in ways that no one else does. Most guys will focus on physical appearance because it's easy. But if you want to stand out, compliment her mind, her intelligence, her character. If she shares a story about something she's passionate about, don't just nod and smile. Show her that you're genuinely listening. Say something like, "I love how passionate you are about this." It's rare to meet someone who thinks so deeply about things. This kind of compliment isn't just flattering. It makes her feel truly seen, and that's precisely what she's seeking. Here's the essence. Women desire to feel special, and not in a shallow, superficial way. They want to know that you see them for who they are, beyond the surface. Most guys fail at this. They're too preoccupied trying to impress with jokes or showing off with stories about themselves. But you're different. You're showing her that you see her in a way that others don't. Step 3. Practice gratitude. This is often overlooked, but it's incredibly powerful. Women notice when you appreciate the small things they do. If she does something thoughtful for you, don't just dismiss it. Acknowledge it. A simple thank you can go a long way. But don't just say it, mean it. When you express genuine gratitude, it makes her feel valued. And in a world where most guys take her for granted, that's a game changer. Now, let me address something most guys do. Stop over-apologizing. I witness this mistake constantly. Guys are perpetually apologizing for things they didn't even do wrong, just to avoid conflict or maintain peace. Let me tell you something. Apologizing too much makes you appear weak. Women respect men who own their actions, who stand by what they say. So, apologize when it's necessary, but don't apologize for being who you are. Actions grounded in Stoicism words are important, but they're only half the equation. Your actions matter even more. You can say all the right things, but if your actions don't align, it's game over. That's where Stoicism comes in. Stoic philosophy teaches that your actions should be deliberate, grounded, and rooted in a calm inner confidence. Let me show you how this functions in the real world. Action 1. Master your body language. This might sound basic, but it's where most guys falter. Your body is constantly sending signals, whether you realize it or not. When you're fidgeting, shifting your weight, or avoiding eye contact, You're communicating that you're nervous, unsure of yourself. And if you're not confident in yourself, why should she be? So the first step is to calm your body. Stand tall, plant your feet firmly on the ground, and relax your shoulders. You want to exude calm confidence, not tension. Eye contact is another crucial element. A lot of guys either avoid eye contact because they're nervous or they overdo. It can come across as creepy. A Stoic approach is to find a balance. Hold her gaze for a few seconds at a time long enough to show that you're present, but not so long that it becomes uncomfortable. When you master this, it creates a powerful connection. Action 2. Move with purpose. Consider the last time you entered a room. Did you rush in, head down, nervously scanning the room? If so, you're not alone. Most guys do this without even realizing it. But here's the thing. When you move quickly and without intention, you're sending a message that you're unsure of yourself. Stoic men move slowly, deliberately. Every step is grounded. You are in control of your space. You don't need to rush, because you're confident that wherever you're going, you belong there. Women pick up on this. They notice the way you move, the way you carry yourself. When you move with purpose, it communicates strength and self-assurance. You become the guy who isn't rattled by his surroundings. And that's incredibly attractive. Action 3. Small gestures, big impact. Dispel the notion that you need to make grand romantic gestures to win her over. The truth is, it's the little things that matter most. And I'm not talking about flowers or chocolates. I'm talking about showing her that you're truly paying attention. Perhaps she mentioned her favorite author a few weeks ago. Surprise her with a book by that author. Or maybe she told you about a personal challenge she's facing. Check in with her about it. These small gestures demonstrate that you're engaged, that you listen, and that you care about her on a deeper level. Stop trying to be the entertainer. Many guys believe they need to keep women amused with jokes and stories. But here's the secret. Women don't want a clown. They want a man who listens. So instead of striving to be the life of the party, be the guy who's fully present, who listens. More than he speaks. Trust me, that's far more attractive than being the funny guy. Applying Stoicism in modern relationships. Discuss how to handle situations when they don't unfold as planned, because things don't always go perfectly. Perhaps the date isn't proceeding as smoothly as you'd hoped. Or maybe she starts to pull away, and you're unsure why. Most guys would panic in these scenarios, but you're a Stoic. You don't allow external circumstances to control your inner peace. Scenario 1. The date is going badly. Maybe the conversation is awkward, or perhaps the restaurant made a mistake with your order. Many guys would attempt to fix everything, to smooth things over and make the night perfect. But a Stoic man doesn't require everything to be perfect. He remains calm, relaxed, and unbothered by minor inconveniences. He knows that it's not about the situation. It's about how he handles it. And when she observes that you're not flustered by trivial matters, she'll feel more comfortable and at ease with you. Scenario 2. She starts pulling away. This is a challenging one, and it's where most guys make mistakes. When a woman begins to pull away, most men enter panic mode. They start texting more, calling more, trying to figure out what went wrong. But here's the thing. That's exactly what pushes her further away. A Stoic man understands that he cannot control her actions. He can only control his response. So instead of chasing after her, he steps back. He gives her space. And in that space, she realizes that you're not like other guys. You're not desperate for her attention, and that's when she starts to come back. Now, this might seem counterintuitive, but it works. Women are drawn to men who don't need them. When you show that you're not afraid to lose her, that you're secure in yourself no matter what, it alters the entire dynamic. Suddenly, she's the one pursuing you. Be true to yourself ultimately. None of this truly matters if you're not being true to yourself. You've heard it before, but let me explain it in a way that makes sense. Being true to yourself doesn't mean being lazy or complacent. It doesn't mean refusing to grow or improve. What it means is embracing who you are, flaws and all, and showing up as that person in every situation. Stop trying to be the guy you think she wants you to be. Start being the best version of you, and trust that the right woman will be drawn to that dot. When you master yourself, you stop chasing women. You stop trying to win their approval, and instead, you focus on living your life with purpose, with intention, and with strength. And when you do that, something incredible happens. Women start chasing you, not because of what you say, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. So, here's the final takeaway. Stop chasing women. Stop trying to impress. Stop playing the game. Instead, become the kind of man who naturally attracts everything he desires by mastering himself first. Be the calm in the storm, the rock that everyone else leans on. And watch as your entire life, your relationships, your career, everything begins to transform. You now possess the keys to unlock her heart. It's not about elaborate tricks or cheesy lines. It's about mastering yourself. Take what you've learned, apply it, and witness how everything changes. If you're ready to take this even further, subscribe now, and let's continue building the kind of life and relationships you truly deserve.